What's up with you, fam? You good?
Yeah, man. I see you switched the hat. You put on that bum ass squad team now.
Hey, man. My guys was in the playoffs, man. But I'm a man of many hats, bro. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the hat looking Brillo, but still at the same time,
Hey,
you take
hey,
that weak
man.
ass off, man.
Hey,
This is a real team right there.
man. Last time I last time I saw the Yankees, the Astros was putting them out the playoffs. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I'm
Sorry,
here. I'm here. What's
sorry.
up with you, fam? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm good, bro. How you?
Hey, man. I've been trying to keep up with the comments from our last live, man. Boys,
Man,
boys was kind of boys was kind of getting some good engagement off of that, man.
yeah. Those comments had a few people kind of in their feelings a little bit too.
Yeah, man. We struck
But
up some good conversation off of that.
yeah, but shout out to that one chick. I can't remember her name or her Instagram name, but she left a really good perspective. She just commented, not too long ago. I think you and I both responded to her, but she left a really, really good perspective. So, you know what I mean? I kind of appreciate that. B life is good. What's good?
What's up with you, fam?
Uh, yeah, Shorty left a really good perspective, man. So, I kind of appreciate always getting the female's point of view on those topics. I know those topics can be kind of sensitive for some people, but
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Oh, and let me say this,
Mhm.
guys. This is just our opinions. Our opinions don't mean this is the opinions of the world. You know what I mean? So we just sharing how we normally would talk on a day-to-day basis amongst each other to you guys. That's kind of all we giving y'all right now. So you know what I mean? This is just our opinions. I don't want nobody being mad, leaving no insulting comments and all that. This is just our opinions, man.
I'm not tripping. Get mad. Get mad. I'm not tripping, bro. Get mad, bro. This is, bro. We're
I mean, I
sharing
really don't give
opinions.
a damn, but you know what I mean. I'm being political here.
I'm not get mad, bro. Get because we talking about some stuff that's real life, man. Get mad, bro. If 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 you feel away, man, maybe you need to do better. You know, hey,
Absolutely.
I'm with it. But mogul, check this out, man. Um, so I went to work. Let me see. Is this? Let me make sure I want to put this out here. No, 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 no. I'm gonna go a different
Now,
route.
now put it out there, man. What
No,
are you
no,
doing? We
no,
ain't
no, no,
doing
no, no.
that.
Because
Now
remember,
we see there you go. You're being
no, no,
political now.
no.
You're
Because
being political.
no. So check me out. We're live, bro. So I gotta make sure I don't want to say nothing crazy because hey man, we may get to the point where we're being repped by multi-million-dollar companies. So I gotta make sure I'm moving right. So I'm not gonna go too crazy. But
Hey, hey, that don't matter because at the end of the day, we control our own destiny, man. But go ahead.
I like that. I like that. Check this out, Mogul. I went to the store the other day. Now, for me, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, when I would rather support black owned companies when it comes to small businesses. And I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, bro. Outside of black owned small businesses, I don't really like to support. I don't really like to support small businesses that aren't black, bro, because of the
Okay.
way we're treated.
Okay.
Now watch this, mogul. The other day, bro, I went to the store. I went to the corner store, and the corner store was owned by, like, I want to say some Middle Eastern guys. Cool guys. Whatever, whatever. I go in there, get what I get, and I dip. The only reason I go there because it's up the street, fam. This last time I went in there, I went to go grab what I was gonna grab. Pause, and I'm paying for it, and the guy was just. I felt like he was mocking me, bro, but he wasn't saying something I said, but he was mocking black people. I
Like
I felt like
doing
that,
what? Like
like
mocking how?
my bad, my bad. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry,
What
bro.
was
And I'm like, why is he?
his ethnicity?
He was Middle Eastern.
Okay.
And he was old, like he was an old Middle Eastern guy. And I'm like, bro, why is he doing this? And
Right.
I felt uncomfortable. And I grabbed I paid, I left, and I'm like, bro, I'm never going back, bro. And that store is up the street. Like, I'll drive past that store, drive a little further to get what I need, bro, because I didn't feel comfortable. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a few times when me and you were doing business together with other people where we went to small businesses that weren't black owned, and I felt uncomfortable, bro. And I'm here to
Right.
talk about it if you are.
I mean, here's the thing for me, man. When it comes to supporting black owned, it's funny. I saw this video the other day. There's two things, so I'm gonna touch on yours and go somewhere else.
Pause.
But
That was crazy. Bro, you sound nuts. You sound
that
nuts
was,
just now.
that was crazy. My bad.
God,
Pause.
dog. Okay.
Nigga caught me slipping,
Hmm.
dog. Listen. All right. So here's the thing. Like when it comes to supporting black owned business, I think that's always like the number one thing that we should try to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? But my philosophy changed on supporting black owned business.
Whoa.
Like I will support you if you are a black owned business. That would be my number one choice. But you still have to set the
Okay.
standard as if I'm supporting any other business, right?
Okay.
Just because you're black owned doesn't mean that I allow you to get away with shit. For example, like there's a lot of black owned food companies, right? And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times you don't get the best service from these black owned
Okay.
food companies, right?
Okay.
And I had the experience where I had to wait an hour and a half for my food. You know what I mean? We just had Vanessa Fields join us. What's up,
What's
Vanessa?
up with you?
I have to wait an hour and a half for my food. And when I get my food, it's not right. And then if something goes wrong, you got an attitude with me, like the service side of it. So if you're black owned and you're doing business like that, I'm not fucking with it. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
it's unfortunate it has to be like that. I know what people are gonna say, well, you give other restaurants chances. No, I don't. Like if I get bad service anywhere, I don't care who you are, I'm not going back to support you. And I think as black owned business owners, we have to do a better job of providing better service when it comes to us and stop cutting corners. Uh, I saw this guy, I don't know who he was. I saw this guy on Instagram the other day. He was like, supporting black owned businesses is not going to help us as far as the economic value like we think. Now here's what caught my attention when he said that. He said most black owned businesses doesn't make a shift in economics, meaning that we're not playing the big field like in tech. We're not playing the big field in e-commerce. We're not playing the big field like these big companies does in order to make a change economically. Most black owned businesses really play the small field in the black owned part. And when he said that, I was like, God damn. Normally, the theory they tell us is that when we support black owned business, we're putting dollars back in our community, we're making a change. When in reality, it's not making a strong economic shift. It's not a Microsoft. It's not an Apple. It's like we're not creating black owned businesses that's hedge funds. We're not creating black owned businesses that truly make a culture shift. And when he said that, I was like, God damn, that is true. Now, there goes other parodies into that for the reasons why, but that kind of caught my attention a lot. I think as black owners and black businessmen and women, we got to change our perspective on the businesses that we come up. Like we got enough clothing lines, and I own the clothing line, right? Not to say, hate to say that, but we got enough clothing line. We sell enough here. We do enough of the small things. We got to come together and think of what's going to be a culture shift. There needs to be more hedge funds owners. There needs to be more tech companies. There needs to be people who really put a dent in economic value in order for the black economics dollar to go up more.
Okay. I have a question about that. So say me, you, and a bunch of other brothers and sisters, we have put our bread together, and now we say we buy like I'm gonna just use a big company for the
Hmm?
sake of notoriety. Say we put our bread together and now we own half of Amazon. I'm just using Amazon as an example. And people are supporting Amazon. Are they buying black?
Absolutely, because it's black owned. It's a black-owned company has majority stake or half a majority stake or
Okay.
equity value, if you want to go to business term, into a Fortune 500 company. So us as black people, we got to start thinking, what's the next Fortune 100 company, whether it's 100, 200, 4 or 5, whatever it may be. And it's nothing wrong starting off as a small business. There's a lot of multi-million-dollar small black businesses. There's a lot of that. But what I'm trying to say is that what's going to make the economic dent in the business strategy as far as black owned. So I look at what's the black riches on Frederick Roberts, the black owned business there, billionaire who owns the hedge fund, right? One thing he said is like, black people, we need to start investing into stuff that's really going to make a change for our economic value. The real estate, the hedge fund, the tech. These are things where, even for me, like my mind is now focusing on that stuff for the next 10 years. Like when I'm 50, I would love to have a hedge fund, a tech company, something that I can take, and then that brings the next entrepreneurial group up of black people. There's nothing wrong with starting small. We just got to start thinking bigger to what we're trying to do when it comes to black-owned businesses.
Okay, I
and ownership.
I have another question, because that guy that you're talking about, his name is Robert Smith, I
There we
believe. Robert Smith, right?
go.
Okay,
We could
Robert
just
Smith.
have Danity Zoe. What's up, Danity Zoe?
We had a few people. Danity Zoe, what's up with you? Simply Tasteful Delight, what's up with you? And let me see, Free_Spirit, what's up with you? Mogul, I have a question. Because that Robert Smith guy is married to a white woman. Damon
Here go
John.
Dr. Umar.
Yeah,
Dr.
hey,
Umar
man,
on.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. Damon John, the creator of one of the greatest clothing lines ever, is married to a white woman. So when a black man is
Dame
married
Dash
to
has a white girlfriend and a white baby mama.
okay, cool. Well, I think she's
she ain't white.
Hispanic.
She ain't black.
You're right. I'll roll with it. So when
a guy Mike just joined. What up, Mike?
What's up with you, fam?
Yeah.
So when a black man marries outside of his race, but he's pushing his business as a black business, and we support it, are we supporting
still a
black business?
It's still a black business, absolutely. It doesn't matter who he chooses to have as his spouse. Like that narrative, I don't believe in. That narrative, I don't believe in, and here's why.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, if I'm a black man and I decide to marry outside my race, that has nothing to do with my business. That's my love. That's who I fell in love with. That's who I have a connection with. That has shit to do with how I operate business, right? So at the end of the day, let's say, for example, I have children. I have black children, regardless of whatever multi-race or culture my wife is. So at the end of the day, while I decide to pass that business on, that business is still being passed on as a black economic value to my children. That's why I don't believe that narrative that when people push that, especially somebody, I know Dr. Umar is your guy, but I don't believe that narrative, because at the end of the day, the economic value of this business is still owned by me. And when I leave, and if I leave it to my children, it's still owned by black children.
Okay. What if you, and I'm not using you as an example, but what if you're a black man, you're married out, you marry somebody outside of your culture, you die early. Now your business is turned over to your children, but your children aren't old enough to run that business. Fam, your business is left in the trust, and that trust is ran by white people. Explain, or people outside of your culture.
It's not necessarily true all the time. Yes, if I own a business, let's say I own a business and I do marry a white woman, Hispanic woman, an Asian woman, whatever, right? Let's say we have children. At the end of the day, let's say my children is 10 years old and my children died. If I own a Fortune 500 something company, guess what? You have board members, you have CEOs, you have vice presidents, you have a trust. Those people, you leave the trust for those people to run your enterprise, whatever your business is. So now until my children are old enough, graduate college, I put all that in my stipulations. You have to graduate college, you have to get a business degree, you have to do whatever before you take over this company. That's what I will do, and that's what most people do. That's a false narrative that you're leaving this business for other people to run and own. Most people in that position, they be able to set up the right matter when it comes to other partners or people in your business to run this business for you until whoever this trust can be able to take over.
Let's keep it a buck, Mogul. If you marry outside of your race, and when I say that, I'm particularly talking about marrying like a white woman or something. Are
Mm-hmm.
you have this business?
Mm-hmm.
Are you really pushing that business as a black business? Are you really putting all black business, excuse me, all black people on your board members
Well, let me say
as
this.
your board members?
Okay, so let me say this, C-Rod. Let me answer this question very honest, and this is where my mind state changed,
Okay.
right? If I own a black business, should I only push my, let me ask you this. If I own a black business, should I only push my black business to black people? Why
No.
not? Why
Um,
not?
because
I run a
because I guess
black
all money's
business. Why
green.
not?
All
All
money's green.
money's green. Now, let me ask you this. As far as the economic standpoint value, right? Who spends the most money?
Black people.
Who makes the most money?
If I had to guess, I don't have the data. I will guess white people.
White people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from a business standpoint, this whole narrative that I'm only going to hire black people, no, I'm going to hire people that's going to make the best business decisions and make my company grow the best. Sometimes that could be black employees, sometimes that could be white employees, but at the end of the day, my business is ran by the right people who's going to do the right thing to make the business grow. Because I'm not only going to push my business just to strictly black people, I'm going to push my business to any consumer who's willing to support my business or what they're trying to do. We got to get out this mind state that hiring only blacks is the best way to do it if I run a black business. Yes, if I run a black corporation, would I look first to put black people in great opportunities, especially black women? Absolutely. But if somebody comes to the table and they're much more valued, they're much more skilled, they have to, let me ask you this. You run a Fortune 500 company, you run Apple, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a black woman who just graduated college, doesn't have that much experience, but she tried to get the position as vice president. Versus you have a white woman, she's been vice president of many Fortune 500 companies. She has 20 years experience. She has all the degrees in the world. Which one are you hiring for the
I'm
position?
gonna take a chance on that black woman because black women have a history of getting things
And
done. Mogul.
that's where we go wrong. We're taking a chance based off of emotions versus the best person for that
No,
opportunity.
no, 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 Mogul. I just said I just gave you. I didn't give you actual data numbers, but I said black women have a history of getting things done,
I'm not
bro.
saying black people don't, see, Rob. I'm not saying black women don't. I agree with you, but I'm asking you, you as a business owner, you run a Fortune, you run Apple. You're hiring a vice president. You're trying to tell me you're taking a girl fresh out of college, no experience because she's black, versus a white woman who has 20 years experience, has many success running Fortune 500 companies. Let's say she worked for Google, she worked for Yahoo, she worked for Apple. I mean, she worked for Amazon, she worked for all these. You're going to hire her versus the white woman because she's white?
No, 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 no. I'm gonna hire the black woman because she's black, and I'm gonna give her a shot.
So you're,
Now, let me
you're
let me let me
only
let me
hiring the
cook.
black woman based off of her race.
Yes, and I'm gonna give her a shot, Mogul. I just
So
told you black women have a history of getting things done. Now watch this, Mogul. Hear me out. I'm gonna put a support system around her to be successful, bro. If I'm in a position like that, I gotta give my own a shot, bro. What are we
see
doing?
what I'm saying? You're basically saying what I'm saying. You're not hiring the person that fits the job, that's the best fit for the job. You're only hiring the person based off of their race.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there. Absolutely,
Right. So
absolutely.
so at the end of the day, are you making the best business decision for your company, or are you only making the best business you making a decision based off of race as a business owner?
Both,
Business owner.
both, Mogul. I just said I'm gonna put people around her to help her win, bro. And that
Yeah,
because
I
go
I
ahead, go
love my
ahead.
people. I'm always for my people, but as a business owner, bro, I'm always thinking what's best for my business.
Mogul. Who else is gonna get that black woman that experience,
That
bro?
don't mean I don't give her a chance. I can hire her as an intern. I can hire her as a lower position.
Okay,
But see,
okay.
Rob, why would I hire? But See, right, let me ask you this question, right? We know there's racism in corporate America. We know that. I'm acknowledging that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm acknowledging that,
Mm-hmm.
right? But at the same time, let's just keep it very real. When you go apply for a position, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go interview with a black man, are you going to walk in an interview and say, hey, black man, give me a job because I'm black?
No, you talking about me specifically?
Right. You specifically.
No, I'm gonna say, hey, okay, I'm gonna just answer your question directly. No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna say
Okay.
that.
So let me ask you this. Let's say, for example, you're hiring, right? I'm going to go again. Let's say, for example, a black person walks in and be like, oh, what's up, black man? Look, man, since you black, just hook me up. You're going to give them a job versus a white person who's experienced. They can talk. They can have the resume. They have all the skill set in the world to do this job. You're going to give that black person because they come to you and say, hey, black man, hook me up versus the white person who can come in and do the job immediately?
No, Mogul, because the energy's already off. Don't come to me looking for a handout. But
Well, see, Robert, that's basically what you're
no,
doing. You would give a
no,
handout to the black girl because she's black versus the white woman who has the best experience and ready to do the job now.
Mogul, you trust white women like that, bro?
I'm not saying I trust. This has nothing to do with trust. This has something to do with who's best fit for the job.
Mogul, this has everything to do with trust, bro. Because
No,
if
it
you running
doesn't.
a company, Mogul,
No,
if
it
you're running,
doesn't.
if
It
you're,
has nothing to do with trust.
bro, you
I don't
wilding.
see, Rob. I don't know this person to say if I trust them or not. I can hire the black girl and the black girl can be running a scam. I can hire the white girl and the white girl can run a scam. Has nothing to do with trust. I don't know you personally in business to say I trust you or not. I'm only going to go by based off of what skill set you bring to the table to help me take my company to the next level. I don't
Man,
know
that white woman.
you personally to say I trust you. I can hire the black girl and the black girl can be a fucking scammer.
True. And you can hire that white woman and that white woman will try to take that company from you, bro.
Right. So this has nothing to do with trust. This has something to do with when I look on paper, who is the best fit for the position, regardless of your race. That's what I look
Okay.
at now. Whenever I do business, or if I ever get the opportunity to run a big Fortune 500 company, I'm only going to hire based off of who's. Let me look at Jay-Z. You think
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z only got black women working for him
Absolutely not.
or black people?
No.
Jay-Z got plenty of people of different races working for him
Mm-hmm.
because you
Mm-hmm.
hire the best people who's going to be the best fit for the position.
I guarantee you, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just assuming. But if I had to assume, like his right hand man, who's like the CEO of his company or whatever, I guarantee you it's a black man or a black woman,
Oh, of
somebody
course.
that
I
he
mean,
trusts.
of course, because these are people who came up with him through Rockefeller. I'm not talking about the people, his right-hand people who's been on his side for 30, 40 years. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people when he brings in the right people, the right fit. I'm pretty sure he's hiring people based off of who can do the job right, not just your race. I'm not trying to say that we shouldn't always look for the best qualified candidate. If the best qualified, let me say this: if there's a black woman who's just as qualified as this white woman on resume and on paper, I'm going with the black woman in that case. Both of y'all are both qualified and has the equal resume, the equal experience. But if this white woman is much more experienced than this black girl who isn't ready to help me run my company, I got to go with the person who's going to help me run my company. I can't fucking hold your hand. I'm going to have to hold your hand.
Let me ask you an honest question, my brother. Let me ask
Yeah.
you a question. You,
Miss Sunshine 99.
Sunshine,
What up, man?
what's up with you? You've been in, maybe you've been passing through like an Asian neighborhood. Maybe you went into an Asian store. Have you seen anybody working in that Asian store that wasn't Asian? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, I'm really thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen black people work in beauty supply stores that's owned
Don't
by Asian.
don't tell me about the black person that's sweeping the floor. Don't tell me about them.
No, I've seen black. I've seen black. Matter of fact, there's an Asian store over here, not where I live now in Dallas, but another part of Dallas. It was owned by Asian people. And there was a black girl working
Oh,
the cash register. And
now
I
that's
asked, I said,
surprising.
"Hey, is this business black owned?" She was like, "No."
That's surprising. Okay. All right. Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, I get what you're saying, C.
Mm-hmm.
Rob. I'm just speaking more so from the business perspective. From the business perspective, if two candidates are equally the same skill, the same experience, one is black, one is white, of course I'm going to go with the black person. I'm going to give them an opportunity. But if one has much more of a better resume and is much more fit to do the job, I'm just not going to give the black person a job because they're black. Now, what happens when I put you in that job? When I put you in that position, I got to hold your hand. Okay, put it like this: you run a Fortune 500 company again, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
hiring for a COO. You're hiring for somebody right under you, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you going to put that black girl without the experience to come in and be your COO, or versus the white woman who has CEO on her resume for the past 20 years?
I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I have to put somebody under me, pause, that I can trust.
See, Rob,
So
trust is different versus the skill and ready to do the job. You know what a COO, you know how much support you're going to have to hold that. You're going to be ready to hold that COO hand, or you're going to expect them to come in and fucking get right to work and help you get this thing to the next level.
absolutely. So good. Let me answer that directly, Mogul.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hire somebody that I can trust and who could do the job. Yeah. So I would look for a black person that could do that. Bro,
But that's not what I asked
Mogul.
you though.
Mogul.
That's not what
Mogul.
I asked you. That's not what I asked you.
Oh, okay.
You just say you will hire somebody that you could trust and do the
Yes.
job. What I asked you was this: if the white woman had 20 years of being a COO for a Fortune 500 company
Mm-hmm.
versus the black girl who just graduated college and she applied for that position, you're gonna put the black girl who just graduated college in that position versus the white woman who has 20 years of being a COO for another 500 company?
Me, yes, because I feel like I could trust the black woman. Yes.
You
Mogul,
gonna trust
I
her to
don't,
do what?
I got trusted. Bro, I don't trust,
What
I don't,
I'm asking you, you gonna trust her to do what?
Mogul, I could trust her to probably not stab me in the back. Now, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Nah, bro, man, please, Mogul. Man, please, Mogul. This is, bro, come on, man.
Okay,
Come on, man. This is,
so who's gonna do the job then? Who's gonna do the job of the COO?
the black woman.
She
I
has
told
no
you, black woman.
experience of being a COO, so who's gonna teach her how to do the job?
Black women that have to figure everything else out.
Oh my
They gotta, yeah. They gotta figure out how
God.
to support.
I'm gonna let you have this one.
They gotta figure out how to support multiple kids when the child's father don't want to support him. Yeah, they gotta figure out how to stretch the meals when they don't have it
Now
like
listen
that.
to what you're doing. Now you're putting black women, you're stereotyping black women now. You're stereotyping them. You see what you're doing?
I'm just appreciating. I'm just
Nah, nah.
appreciating. No, 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 no,
You're
no,
stereotyping
no,
black
no.
women. Why the black woman gotta have multiple kids with no father?
You
There's
talking
plenty
about
of
something
white
else? You
women that
tripping,
has
bro?
multiple kids with no father and got to do it
I'm
all too.
speaking to
Now, and I'm all for
I'm
my
I'm
black women. Trust
I'm
me,
speaking
I'm
to the
all for.
greatness.
I'm just saying you're stereotyping though.
I'm
Don't be
speaking.
stereotyping.
I'm speaking directly to the greatness of black women, bro.
Uh, uh, we understand how great black women are. All I'm just trying to say, you're still stereotyping.
I'm just saying black
Why the
women
black
get
woman
it
got to
done.
have multiple kids and no father?
I see them get it done. That's what I'm saying. I've seen black women not have enough to eat, and they're able to make that thing stretch. Huh? I'm just telling you what
Right,
I seen, bro. Yeah.
right. And I've seen it too, and I support and love black women. But at the end of the day, that's still the difference when it comes to business and who's going to be the best fit for the
Okay.
company.
So to the people out there that's watching or listening to this, hey man, when me and my guy Mogul, we get this show popping, and this show is reaching 3 million people a year, and we gotta, I mean, excuse me, 3 million people a week, and we gotta hire people to be directly with us. I'm gonna push for that black woman while Mogul's pushing for that
Right.
white woman, bro.
No, that's not true. See, that's what you see. That's what you're trying to hold me at. See, I ain't say that. I said I'm pushing for the person with the best experience who can help us get the job done. If I bring you into my company as a COO or a big position, I'm not here to teach or train you in the position. I'm expecting you already to know what the hell you're doing.
Okay. Okay. I'll roll with that, bro. I'll roll with that, bro. But
Yeah.
to get back to the
Living my
original,
life
what's
42. What up?
what's up with you, bro? Before we end this part, bro, to
Right.
get back to the original question, because you just took it left,
Nah,
bro.
man, that
Nah, that's
be you. You be bugging out with that shit, yo.
that's you, bro. Do you support small businesses that aren't black?
Um, I'm not gonna say I haven't. Of course I do, because I
Current,
mean that may be.
currently though, Mike.
Um, I listen. I try to make it my best. I try to go out my best way to support black businesses. I really do, especially to like go eating out at a lot of black owned spots, buying and supporting black owned things. But at the end of the day, I also got to look at my surroundings where I live. Right, I now live in the
Mm-hmm.
suburbs. It's not a lot of black owned businesses. There's a few out here that I frequently do support and patronize. Right,
Mm-hmm.
but for example, if I got to go. If I'm hungry real quick, there's a Subway right up the street. I'm running the Subway. Like
It,
not everything around me in my vicinity where I live now is black owned, but I do try to make it a best obligation as I can to support black owned businesses for
so
sure.
so here's the real life. I mean, this is the real life issue that we all face, right? So
Uh-huh.
of course, I can't buy everything black owned,
Right,
bro. If I want a car, it's not gonna be black owned, bro.
right,
If I want to go to the hospital, I might find me a black doctor, but I won't be able to find me a black owned hospital,
right,
bro. If I want groceries, I may be able to find a black owned farmers market, but I can't find a black owned grocery store. So
right,
for me, what I'm saying is I'll shop at Walmart. I'll shop at Target. I'll shop at HEB, all these other places. I'll wear Nike. But if these companies do me wrong, I can hold them accountable and get something from them. Bro, if if your lady or if a lady goes to these Asian nail shops and they don't like, you know, and they got an issue, man, they beating our women aren't able to hold them accountable. And for that, I'm not, hey man, I'm not shopping with small owned
yeah,
businesses that aren't us because they don't respect us, bro.
right. Like that's and that's totally different. That goes back to service, right? If you're not getting treated with the right service, you shouldn't support those people, period. That goes for people in your culture and people outside of your culture. I think that the biggest thing that at the end of the day that we look for service. I was looking at something on online. There's a black owned restaurant in Houston. Houston has a lot of black owned in the H now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and fuck it, I'm gonna call they out because I don't give a damn. It's called damn, what's the name of that? Never Stop or Forget Me Not. That's the name of the black owned restaurant. Forget Me Not. And this one girl on TikTok, she was just like, before you even sit down and order your first food, you're already spending $150. You got to
Okay.
spend $40 to park. It's $125 or something just for the table alone. Then you got to order your food and drinks. It's a minimum that you have to spend first. See, for me, that's absolutely bullshit. And that's black on. Excuse
How?
my French, but nigga, you ain't finna get me for $150 before I even step inside of your restaurant.
See, Mogul, I don't like that. I don't like that, and I'm surprised you feel like that,
Are you
bro.
kidding me?
No, no, no. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Hold
Can I go ahead, finish? I'm
on,
gonna tell
see
you why
Rod,
I don't
you
like it.
spending the 150? Are you spending the 150?
No, I'm gonna just respect the fact that that's not for me, Mike.
But that's black owned.
That's not for
But
me,
that's
Mogul.
but see Rod, you and I, you're saying the same thing.
Mogul, no, I'm not because there are many other black-owned places that I could find that are for me, bro. That particular joint is just not for me.
But see Rod, but that's what I'm saying though, bro. We're talking about service at the end of the day, whether especially if you're black owned. There's certain standards just because you're black owned doesn't mean you don't live up to. I don't know of any other restaurant where you have to spend a minimum of $150 before I even sit down and tell you what I want to drink.
That's just how they do. That's a mogul. That's a
But
luxury
but
item,
you're
bro.
saying that's just how they do. But at the end of the day, that's still a black-owned business that a lot of people may want to go support
Okay.
because it's the popular thing to do.
Then we
And
got to get our weight up.
but you're saying what I'm saying at the end of the day. All I'm trying to say at the end of the day, just because you're black owned doesn't mean that you treat anybody with any type of service or shit that's crazy. That's
Man,
all I'm saying.
I ain't never heard nobody complain about when you go in Gucci how much the things cost. Bro,
And
true story. True story.
you're talking about two
No,
different things now.
we
Gucci
not.
doesn't make you pay $150 to stand in line.
True story, mogul. True. No, 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 no. True story, bro.
You're
Back
talking
in
about two different things.
back in 2006, bro. I walked up in the Louis Vuitton store, baby. I had a $250 budget. I looked at the lady. I said, "Hey, ma'am, what y'all got in here for $250?" And I thought I was lit. I was getting my girlfriend at the time. Hey, man, $250. I'm lit, baby. That woman looked at me like I was nuts and pointed to a keychain,
I would have
baby. And
looked at you like you was
good.
nuts too.
Okay, that made mogul. That made me realize right now Louis Vuitton ain't for me. That's a luxury item that I can't afford. I need to go to Coach. That's what that showed me, Mike.
What's wrong? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just your lack of awareness and lack of knowledge.
True,
That has nothing to
true,
do with the Gucci
true.
store.
Hey, mogul.
Nobody, everybody knows you're not gonna walk up in Gucci and buy something for $250.
Mogul.
I'm just sorry, fam.
But if that's not where your if that's not where your attention is, that's just not where your attention is, bro.
Right. So why would you go up in there and think that you can find something for $250, knowing that's not where your attention
Mogul,
is?
I don't know, mogul. At that time, $250 to me was a lot of money, bro. That's just where I was at in 2006, bro. You,
Fair enough.
mogul, you a wild brother, man. But man,
you
nah,
are.
you a wild brother, bro.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yo, the people on this live right now, y'all leave a message. Whoever thought you can go on Gucci and spend $250, let us know.
Man, this dude here, man. Mogul. Before we get out of here, bro, check it out. You sent me a topic about Puff. You know, right now Puff is going through a lot of it's looking a little
That's your
crazy for Puff.
man's.
It is.
That's your man's.
You,
Pause.
you wasn't with me at the Bad Boy reunion tour.
That was 10 years ago.
Were you there or nah, bro?
I was there.
Don't tell me what. Don't tell me when it was. Was you
10
there or nah, bro?
years ago. That's before we know Puff was just shelling out $30 million to shut
I
up,
mean, hey,
to hush my money.
hey, man, I heard Hollywood is crazy, bro, and I heard, and I'm not. We don't have to go into this part, but that original document, that court document that Cassie put out, it was only 38 pages, but I'm hearing it was longer. Pause. It was around 60 pages, and some of your favorite rappers was in that court document too. That's not.
I'm not
That's not.
surprised.
That's not confirmed, so I'm not here to speak on it.
Right.
But you told me, you sent me an article saying that Puff is no longer a part of Deleon and no longer a part of Ciroc,
Right.
and these the court and from the court situations have been settled or dismissed.
Right.
Speak more to that, Mogul.
Right. So so we all know that for the past 10 years or so, whatever, longer than that, we know Ciroc has basically been probably, if not the number one vodka, but definitely the number one vodka amongst the culture because of Puff, right? Like I started drinking Ciroc because of Puff amongst the culture, right? So Puff had equity in Ciroc, but Puff didn't own the company that owned Ciroc and Deleon, which is this company brand, this company called Diego or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He had partnership or equity in it. So originally, Puff was suing Diego about Deleon tequila because he felt like they wasn't promoting the liquor as much as they promote the other tequilas that they own. But at the end of the day, they obviously are business partners in Ciroc and tequila. And Ciroc is obviously the liquor that pushed Puff economic wise to that B, right?
Mm-hmm.
That liquor is what really gave him that B next to his name. So since this lawsuit with Puff and all these allegations, we're gonna call them allegations, they decided to separate, to go each other's separate ways when it comes to their business partnership. So Puff is no longer part of Ciroc, no longer has sweat equity in Ciroc and De Leon Tequila. Here's for me why that is huge. I don't believe that. I believe as Black people we got to have ownership of something, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe we got to have 100% ownership of everything, because you can have 100% ownership of nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's to where it's huge. Even somebody as Puff, who is a billionaire and a Black billionaire, which you got to give credit to, he can still take L's, and this is big. Just like Kanye with the Adidas, right? So for me personally, when I look at that, I look to say, okay, we have to start asking this question again. Why are we going out of our way to push something that at the end of the day, we get in trouble or have allegations, it can be stripped away from us like that? And that just had me thinking, for somebody like Puff, like, damn, Puff really made Ciroc. So what is Ciroc going to do now when Puff is gone? And what is Puff going to do? Because at the end of the day, this still doesn't look good on you. You getting sued for these allegations. Now you're losing these business opportunities that gave you that letter B next to your name. So it was just kind of like a lot of thought process behind that. And I share that with you to get yours.
Okay. Man, I read an article on it. Now, when I read the article, it said that the Ciroc, the De Leon, the company that owns the De Leon, they eventually bought the Ciroc. So it's all the same
They,
company.
yeah,
So to my
they basically own both. What I was saying, that Diego company, right?
Yes, yes. So to my understanding, they settled on the Ciroc, and the amount was undisclosed. But on the De Leon, it looks like they kind of just dismissed that. But here's where I'm at with that, bro. I think so. The issue that Puff was having with that is they were pushing his brands to just Black people. And he was like, nah, fam, let's push this to everybody. But they said that they were just pushing his brands to Black people. And he was suing them. And I looked at the Jay-Z situation where he was suing, what was it, Armadale Vodka or something, or whatever company
No,
he owned.
it was Bacardi.
So he was suing them because they were withholding information from him. So I looked at it like, man, it's one thing to buy into a company and you just have the popularity and they push you as the face. You're an owner, but they push you as the face. I'm thinking maybe it's better to start your own thing, get that thing hot, pause, and then if somebody wants to come do business with you, they could do business with you
Right.
because this is yours. Now, if I go through some allegations and I'm looking crazy and y'all don't want to stand next to me, cool, but let me have my situation and let me just go independently until I can figure this thing out and get hot again, or until it's not, till I'm not looking crazy out here anymore.
Right.
That's where
Right.
I'm at on that, bro.
Right. But also, see, we also got to look at it
Mm-hmm.
this way. A lot of reasons why these companies do partnership with these celebrities is because these celebrities are exactly able to do that. They're able to leverage their celebrity, right?
Absolutely.
So nobody knows how to leverage their celebrity better than Puff. I mean, Puff is a one of a kind guy when it comes to marketing, when it comes to branding. I mean, he's been doing that since he was 19 years old. But at the same time, here's where I am with it. It's like, damn, Puff, that goes to show us that you even didn't even have the power to say, man, forget that. I'm not giving up my equity. I'm not giving up my ownership. I'm not giving up none of that. Right? What I'm going through, I'm gonna ride this wave out until I can make it through the storm. That let me say a lot, because that showed me a lot. Not let me say a lot, but that showed me a lot, because at the end of the day, us as a culture, where do we really have the power at?
I beg to differ, Mogul. I bet, and if you're finished, if you go ahead and
No,
finish
no,
your
no.
thought, because I beg
Go
to
ahead,
differ.
go ahead, go ahead.
Mogul, maybe the block's just a little too hot for him, and he said, let me get my name out the media. But I remember my guy Kanye, bro, when he was talking, specific to a group of people.
Anti-Semitic.
Adidas said, "Hey, man, I gotta stand back from you." So they let him go. But then again, when them sales started to fall, they had to get on the horn and call my guy back, man. And my guy had to get back
Yeah,
in
but they
there,
still
and he had to
never brought him
save
back. They still never brought him back. So it doesn't matter. They just
Mogul.
all they did was work out a deal with them to sell off the rest of the inventory. They never brought him
Mogul, that's
back.
major.
I'm
Yes,
not
it is, Mogul.
hold
That's
on.
bringing you back,
Terrell,
bro.
I'm not saying it's not major, but I'm saying they still never brought the man back. He still doesn't have no business with Adidas.
Cool. But because y'all need me to sell off this inventory and y'all didn't stand next to me when I was going through it, it's stick up season.
But let me say
Ski
this.
mask, baby.
But let me say this, right? Of course, Kanye is very wealthy, but let's keep it a buck. He went from being worth that B to half of that being cut, and you ain't got that letter B behind you no more. I'm not trying to say you're still not wealthy. He's still very wealthy. But I'm just saying the power, the power is as much as these guys that we look up to, that we kind of, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say, I don't want to use the word idolize because I don't idolize no man. But the guys that we look up to, the guys that inspired us, that's the best word. At the same time, when shit hits the fan, it only goes to show you how much power they really do have. And that says a lot. So to your point, you made a great point. I think that when it comes to people like them, and I'm not a celebrity, so I don't know how to leverage no celebrity. I can't even speak that world. But if I was, I will always be able to leverage my celebrity based off of what I can do and what I can really, really own. Now, like I said, you can own 100% of shit. So there's nothing wrong with partnering. But to your point, if I start this from the bottom, you come to me. I'm no longer going to come to you to push your product and leverage my celebrity to move it. Then when shit hits the fan, you can easily fucking drop me. That's really what I took away from it. And you will think that these guys that we inspired by and look up to in some way when it comes to certain things, you would think that they had that perspective too, but they just don't. So are they really in it for the culture and what they preach, or they really in it all at the end of the day for the dollar bill?
And I'm gonna bring it full circle. Just like earlier when you asked me, should you just push your stuff to black people if you're a black-owned business? No, but you better make sure your base is black. Because when you're going through that, when the rest of the world is ready to cancel you and throw you away, you know who's gonna lend you understanding? The black woman. You know who's going to lend
Well,
you understanding?
well,
Your
is the black
people.
woman really letting Puff understanding at this point?
See, bro, you're a wild brother, man.
It's a real
You're
question.
a wild brother.
It's a
Yes,
real
bro.
question.
Bro. It's a lot of people that still support R. Kelly, bro. It's a lot of people that still checking for the Yeezy music, bro. We at the end of the day, we could say what we want, bro. All that cancel culture and all that. But when ours get canceled, it's still a certain amount of us that got us, man. There's a certain amount of us that's gonna hold it down for us, bro. So I think when we build businesses, our base needs to be us. Hey, Tyler Perry's gonna be all right forever because his base is us. If the rest of the people in the world didn't want to support him anymore, he still got us. We gonna be fine, bro.
Right. But at the end of the day, Tyler Perry also is a smart businessman who became a billionaire by understanding it's about us, but it's also about putting the right people in the right positions. Tyler Perry has people outside of black
Absolutely.
people who works for him, who acts for him, who fits the right things for what he needs. That's all I'm saying. So as black people, we can't be in this one-sided and one mentality to say everything is black, 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 black,
But
black, black, black. No,
Tyler,
sometimes you may need to work with somebody outside of your
true,
race that's going to get your company
true.
here so you can be able to bring more black people up. And if that's the case, then be the business person, get the emotions out of it, and fucking go that route.
True, but I'm gonna say this too about Tyler Perry that I admire. Tyler Perry also overpaid Cicely Tyson because he valued her as a black woman. He valued
Yeah,
her as a
absolutely.
black actress. He
But
didn't
Cicely
win and go
Tyson
get
also had the 30, 40 years experience where she deserved that.
true.
That's the difference. She
But
has the
he didn't win
experience.
and
Taraji
go
P.
get
Henson, when he paid her, she had the experience. She deserved that. She put in the work. If you haven't put in the work, I'm not going to pick you if you never put in the work. You don't
okay.
know what you're doing.
I'll roll with that. But he's also giving people opportunity, and they turned into stars that we really admire, bro.
Let me
That's
ask you
what.
this question.
Go
Let me ask you this question. Let's
ahead.
say you own an NFL team, and this is my last question,
Absolutely.
right? Let's say you had Tom Brady to pick,
Mm-hmm.
or let's say you had Justin Fields to
Mm-hmm.
be your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you picking as your quarterback?
I'm gonna go with Tom Brady.
Why? He ain't black?
No, I'm gonna go with Tom Brady because
Why?
he's already proven to be the greatest quarterback in the world. This is sport. That's sports, though. That's sports. That's sports.
That's that's
That's
my point.
sports.
That is
That's
my point,
sports.
C-Rob.
That's
You
sports.
just made
And
my
no,
point,
I
fam.
didn't, because that's sports. In
That is.
business, we can finagle numbers. We can put
Wait a
support
second. Wait a
systems.
second. That's sports, not business. If you're the owner of an NFL team, isn't that
It,
a business?
it is
So what?
business. But I'm
So,
talking
so
about,
what's the
okay,
difference? That's just a business in a different field. That's still business. What are we talking
in a
about here?
non-sports related business, bro, we could
Wait
put,
a second, C-Rob. Wait a second, bro. Wait a second. I gotta stop you here. You
I
sound crazy.
don't,
Business is business. I don't care what field or what entity or what space is in. Business is business. What are we talking about here?
let me ask you a question.
You're gonna pick the right person that's best fit for your business,
Let me ask you,
regardless of their
let me
race.
ask you,
That's all I'm saying.
let me ask you a question, and this will be
No,
my
no, no.
last.
You just made my
Okay,
point. Don't try to get this.
good.
Go
Okay,
ahead. Go
okay.
ahead.
I'll say I
Go
made the
ahead.
point. Let me ask you a question, Mogul. Do you think white people always pick the best candidate, or they pick somebody white, bro?
Absolutely not.
But
Absolutely
they still
not.
thrive,
They don't
right?
always pick the
But
best
they still
candidate.
thrive, right?
That depends.
No,
It depends. It depends.
you
It
sound nuts right now,
depends.
bro.
No, I don't. No, I don't. See, Rob, I said from the beginning. This is all I made my point. I said, listen, if I own a Fortune 500 company or a big company, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if a black girl comes to me, she's fresh out of
Mm-hmm.
college, and she's applying for the COO position, meaning that I'm the CEO, she's right under me, fresh out of college, a black girl, nothing on her resume to show me she's ready for this position. And if a white woman comes to me who's been 20 years experience working as a COO for Google, Yahoo, another couple of Fortune 500 companies, I'm hiring the white woman because the white woman has experience. She's ready to come in and work now versus the black girl who doesn't. That's all I said. I'm not going by just because you're black means you're the best fit for this company. I have a fucking company to run. I
But
need people to help me take it to the next level.
but
That's the same thing I just told you. If I'm the owner of a football team, an NFL team, if I have to pick Tom Brady or Justin Fields, to your point, you should have picked Justin Fields just because he's black.
okay.
But you didn't pick him because you're picking somebody who's won and ready to win.
I like what you're doing. I'm gonna ask you. I said that was my last question, but I got one more question,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Colin Kaepernick hasn't been in. Yeah. Mike, don't run, Mike.
I ain't running
Colin
nowhere.
Kaepernick has not been in the NFL for I don't know how long, bro. A lot of these white owners, do you and Colin Kaepernick been to a Super Bowl? Do you think if they had a chance to choose between Colin Kaepernick or some white boy that don't have no NFL experience to be their starting quarterback, who do you think they rolling with?
Of course, Colin Kaepernick got blackballed. We're talking about two different things here.
Okay. Nah. We're talking about the same thing, but
No,
you don't want to. You just view
we're
it
not talking
differently,
about
bro.
people. You're talking about a person who got blackballed. We're not speaking in the perspective of you being blackballed. We're speaking of in the perspective of if you are just a candidate. Colin Kaepernick was obviously blackballed, so
Okay,
that's a totally different thing.
forget Colin Kaepernick. A white NFL owner, if they have the chance to get Cam Newton
Cloud
or
Nine
some,
Cutie just joined us. Oh, I seen the homie Drake. You know the homie Drake. What up, Drake?
yeah, what's up, Dre?
Not
yeah, okay.
not DeAndre, but my homie
Dre
Drake used to
underscore
work with me at
underscore
Bargain
80.
back in the
Yeah,
day. Yeah,
absolutely. So, and
he a Texans fan, just like that weak ass hat like
shout
yours.
out to him. But if a white NFL owner had the chance to grab Cam Newton right now, or some random white boy that was a third string quarterback in college, who do you think they grab?
They grabbing the third string quarterback in college because Cam Newton is blackball.
Okay, Mo.
I'm sorry,
Right,
no, I'm sorry,
bro.
I'm
Because
tripping. You said
I
Cam, I'm
just see.
thinking of Colin still. Yeah, you're right. I'm bugging.
Yes, you are. You've been bugging this whole episode, bro.
Uh,
You've been bugging this whole
so
episode.
Cam Newton or the third string quarterback from some unknown college. You said they're probably going to pick the third string quarterback from some unknown college.
There you go. Because they'll rather put theirs in position while we rather go pick a white woman to run our company, bro.
Well, so let me say this. Let me ask you this. Let's switch it up because you're talking about the Cam Newton now, right? Not the Cam Newton in his prime. Because if you ask me that question, the Cam Newton in his prime is getting picked.
Talking about now, bro. The experience,
so the
experience Cam Newton.
Yeah, you're talking about the Cam Newton who hasn't played football in 2 years.
The experience
right?
Cam Newton.
Of course they're gonna pick a third string white boy quarterback versus the black quarterback who still may be able to play, but he ain't playing 2 years.
This has been another episode of me talking to my homeboy Mogul, man. Because my guy is all over the place right now, bro. My guy is all over the place.
I'm answering your question, bro. See, Rob, the thing about me is I'm always pro-black, but I'm not always pro-black just to be pro-black. I'm not. Like that. That's not how we're gonna win in the world, bro.
Absolutely.
If God bless the day that I run a Fortune 100 company, see, Rob, regardless of who I put in the position, I'm going to put the best person in the position that's going to make my company grow. I can't be blindfolded to the fact to say I can only hire black people. I love my black people. I love being a black man. I love my black women. But I'd be foolish to say, Michael, if you're only going to base off of hiring just because you're black, my company's going to run into the fucking ground.
Man,
and then
your company.
Ask you this: those black people. If I only hire those black people and my company runs to the fucking ground, who's going to help me build it back up?
Okay, got you. But also, if you get with these white people gonna try to sabotage you and take your company from you. And I'm not even just gonna put it on white people. It'll be any race of people that you can't trust.
Thank you. Because let me say this. I'm always pro-black, but let me say this. Sometimes we stab each other in the back more than these other races do. I'm not going to call white, Mexican, or whatever, but sometimes we stab each other in the back more than these other people.
Okay.
Do. Let's just keep it a bean. Let's just keep it a fucking bean.
Absolutely.
We are more jealous of one another than any other race is. Black people are always treated unfair. I get that. But when it comes to us as black culture, we are much more jealous of one another than any other race is. We hate on each other way too fucking much. My boy, Capri.
What's up with you, fam? Okay. I
don't know if you know, but you know that boy Capri's son, that boy a baller.
Absolutely.
Capri, you can respond in this. Your son going to Memphis, transferring to Memphis to play football now,
from
right?
U of
Let
H.
us know.
Yeah, but Capri was all on the field wilding. I saw that boy.
That's pretty big. What up, Capri?
Absolutely.
So that's all I'm saying, man. We We hate on each other way too much to sometimes to even get to that level, bro.
Okay. Now this is a topic for another time, but
Right.
I'm gonna say this: who designed the system to have us hating on each other?
Yeah, absolutely. That was something that was out of our
Yeah.
control.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But hey, at the end of one day, we gonna tackle that topic, bro. But this is my guy,
Sure.
Mogul, man. I love this guy. I've known this guy since the fifth grade, man. And
Absolutely.
hey, man, this is my guy, man. We have these debates like this back and forth. We was like, man, why don't we just put this on camera and see what we could do? And because we put this on camera, man, we put out clips, and these clips getting a lot of love, man. And we just want these clips to continue to get love so that we'll be forced to go to the table and say, hey, fam, we might gotta X, Y, and Z this thing, fam. What you gotta say
Right.
to the people before we get up out of here, Mogul?
Man, to your point, you said it, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We honestly, me and C-Rob, like you said, we're just chopping it up like we normally do. We just chopping it up in front of the world to hear how we talk our stuff, man. But appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man.
Absolutely. And before we get up out of here, man, go to Torch.
AJ08, what up?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Let's shout these people, man. You got A_J 03. What's up? I said what's up to my boy Capri. Moscato _Poppy 24. What's up with you? Cloud. Oh man, I just lost. Where we at? Where we at? Cloud9 Cutie. What's up with you? Markel Mo. What's up with you? I said what's up to my boy Dre __84. Who else? Who else? Who else we got in here? I think let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I am
And
_KJ. What's up with you?
we
Uh,
had Chocolate Beauty join us. We had the Crown Surgeon. The Crown Surgeon. I mean, the Crown Surgeon.
the Crown Surgeon. Okay, okay. Chocolate Beauty
Hot
underscore.
Girl Ray joined us.
Kush underscore the guy. Oh, that's my brother's homeboy, man. What's up with you, fam? Uh
I saw that boy name. I didn't want to shout about on Instagram. You know, the
okay,
feds might be looking.
okay. Hey man. Mookie underscore
Nah, I'm
Jones
just fucking with
365. What's up with you? Living life for my two underscore. What's up with you? Hot girl ready. What's up with you? And we shouted everybody else out, man. But before we get up out of here, man, go to torchcandleco.com, man. Go get you a candle. Go get you a what are them things where you put the wicks in the oil and you smell.
Damn, it's something for sense. I don't know.
There you go, man. But man, just go to torchcandleco.com, man. Get you a candle. Go on there, see what we got, man. And hey, man, appreciate your support. Appreciate your support. And check this out, man. We will see you next week. Mogul, love you, my brother. I'll see you next week, brother.
Love you too, fam.